Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope you all are doing well. I'm just making sure that all things technological is working as planned because the internet was out here and I'm using a hotspot right now. I didn't know I could do that with my phone, but hubby showed me. So learning all of the technology tools, and I thought I was pretty tech savvy most of the time, but then things happen. So happy Martin Luther King Day if you celebrate today. Just making sure I'm live in the group. You haven't seen my face yet, so making sure I am on live. Sorry about being like an hour late. Again, the internet was not working, so I just had to figure out another way to do it. Doing it now. Okay. So if you're on live, please let me know you're here. Say, hey, I'm live. Or if you're watching the replay. I'm just really kind of excited to jump in with you guys and just share, wrap a little bit on the Healthy Body Challenge I just hosted in this group, the Healthy Body Secrets for Women, and also talk about, 10 ways that the Whole30 can help you get a healthy body. Like we did this challenge. Many of you came up with some takeaways. Okay, then what's the next step, right? And I think it could be the Whole30 for you guys. So let me just make sure. It's a little blurry because I'm using the hotspot, but whatever, we are moving forward. One sec, let me make sure that everything is working. Okay, so today's live is wrapping up everything from the challenge and then also kind of explaining to you the benefits of the Whole30 program that I'm running starting next week and how that can help you have a healthy body. So all week, we've been really looking at, okay, what does it mean to change our habits in areas such as nutrition, in areas such as exercise, in areas such as sleep, in areas such as digestion and toxic load and mindset and habits. And thank you so much for participating. I hope you guys had some great takeaways. And even if you didn't, you can still access it on a self-study format if you just go to madewell345.com/healthybodychallenge. But, you know, and as I was just thinking about how to help you wrap up everything, I just thought I can go through each day by day and then how it all plays together, and then invite you into kind of why I think my 6-week Whole30 Made Easy program is a perfect fit for you going forward. So, you know, the first day we talked about nourishment, nutrition, that the foundation of taking care of our bodies is what we eat, because what we eat is meant to nourish us, allow it to give us energy, you know, get our blood flowing, you know, nourish our cells, our brain, our eye, all these things. And really, at the end of the day, our cells become what we eat and what we drink. And so it is really important to think about what is healthy eating for you and what does that look like? And what's probably holding you back from doing it? So we kind of talked about that on day one. It is a foundational, fundamental, important piece. It is not the only piece that you need in order to have a healthy body, but it is a foundational one. And again, a healthy body, I really encourage you to define that for yourself. I think it's going to look different for everyone. So you can feel free to drop it in the comments below what your version of a healthy body is. What does it mean for you to have a healthy body? For me, it means to kind of be at a weight that I'm comfortable at and have energy, sleep well, be able to manage stress. My digestive system's working well, using more natural products, and I'm able to, you know, just able to like just be very proactive and not have to battle with a lot of my body's able to fight off a lot of things. And for everyone else, what your version of a healthy body may be different. Okay, a healthy body for you, maybe if you're a marathon runner, maybe like, oh no, it needs to support me to run 26.2 miles. Not my case, but that might be your case, right? So I just really want you to think about, what does it mean for you to have a healthy body? And you can feel free to drop that in the comments. And the next thing is that we covered after nutrition. And what does it mean to have a healthy body is exercise. And exercise is something I think that many of us women struggle with, because we often see it as something like a chore or something to fix our body. Well, really, it's about movement. It's about how can you just move more in your everyday life. Your life is set up to not move. We sit at our desk, or we do a lot of things that we're sitting, we're just not moving. But your body is meant to be in motion. Your lungs are better, your cells are better, your breathing is better. And your body's able to use the stored energy it has when you are in motion. Calories in, calories out. Movement helps with that calories out portion. And so we kind of talked about that. We talked about what is exercises you enjoy, the importance of starting there versus trying to figure out other things that do a bunch of other things that aren't helping you and don't enjoy. For me, it started with walking, and then I eventually built up to incorporated other things, but I wanted to start with something I knew that I enjoyed, that could hit multiple areas, stress management, catching up with my husband after a long day, being outside, as well as exercise. And then stress management is another one. Most of the preventable diseases that many of us face is actually caused by stress. Your body responds to physical and mental stress the same. It releases a lot of cortisol and adrenaline, and it shuts down different parts of your body's systems in order to help deal with that stress. It's not bad to be stressed. You should be stressed whenever there's impending threats or danger, but we are constantly stressed. So we're instead of acute stress, chronic stress, and that's what leads to a lot of migraines for people, overeating or even undereating, your upset stomach, so many things stress can lead to. So that's what the importance of managing stress, because we're all going to face it. And then sleep. Reading a book right now called Why We Sleep, and it is mind-blowing to really see the impact of not sleeping and how every animal in some way, every living thing sleeps in some way, even plants. And it's the importance of this work and this rest thing, even for our bodies, and really how the impact of sleep on all the other areas we mentioned, but also your weight, your energy levels, your joy. And so we just talked about different ways to kind of develop a better sleep routine. Day 5, we talked about digestion and how 68-80% of your immune system's in your gut. Your gut's known as your second brain. A lot of hormones are made, such as serotonin and all these different things, and how a lot of other issues can stem in your gut. When you really start to take care of your gut, heal it, you can start to see breakthrough in there. And I've had a lot of people who've done Whole30, including myself, that has had a lot of digestive freedom by starting to change what we eat and how we manage our gut. 6th day, we talked about reducing toxic load and the importance of reducing your exposure to personal everyday toxins that over the long haul can really add to chronic fatigue. It can add to brain fogginess. It can add to learning issues. It can add to memory issues, so much more, and even the more serious conditions, right? And so how can we use just more natural products in our everyday life and go on that journey one product at a time? And then yesterday I went all in my live video. So if you haven't watched that, I'm gonna actually post it, because I don't actually know where it is. Oh, here it is. I think I really kind of laid a really good case on how, for me, although I learned a lot in all of these areas during the Whole30 and on my own journey, it was when I chose to change my mindset that things forever changed for me, that I was able to reach health goals for the long term. And I just get, my story of struggling with food and undereating and overeating and really not believing long-term change was possible, trying every diet known to man, all of these different things. And for me, it was when I chose to really rewrite my beliefs that I could and things could be different, that my mindset shifted, my belief, my thoughts, my emotions, my actions And my reality changed because I chose to change my belief or my mindset. It was no longer fixed or scarce. It was abundant and growth. Like, I can change. Change is possible. And there's enough time to do it and enough resources to do it. And so that's kind of the 7 areas I led you through. And if you've gone through the challenge, I encourage you to apply one thing from each of those areas, but I encourage you to actually be serious about it. You know, I've seen so many women say that they want change. They want to experience food freedom. They want to feel good in their body again. They want to lose weight. They want to ditch diets. They want to no longer struggle with energy issues or digestion issues. But there becomes a breakdown between what we want and what we do. And I really want you to start to see that in order to get anything you want or you desire, you also have to change what you do. There's a reason why I say mindset and habits. You have to have this belief. You believe things are possible, and if you don't do anything to match that belief, nothing's going to change. And so that's why I want to invite you into the Whole30 program, because not only do I want to help you rewrite your mindset around what healthy living means for you in your life, which I think the Whole30 will do, but I also want you to start to see that, like, it does take you sacrificing. It does take you saying, I want change and I'm willing to change. Whether that means I'm going to invest. I like the word invest money, invest time, invest my heart, invest my mind. You have to be willing to invest, whatever that may look like, in order to see that change. And so today's video, that was just the intro into it, but I just want to make these very short points, 10 different ways that I believe that the Whole30 can help you with all those other areas that we've talked about in the challenge, but really have you have a healthy body you love and you're proud of, ditching the diets, overcoming limiting beliefs, and overcoming habits that don't serve you, and reclaiming, instead of letting health just happen to you or the world just happen to you, reclaiming your health for good. Would love to just walk you through that in this program that honestly I love doing at least twice a year. And actually being pregnant now, and many people have done it while pregnant, you just adjust it a little bit. And I've just asked myself, like, do I want to do it? And it's going to be modified because I know myself and I know how this pregnancy has been. But I will say this before I even get into those 10 ways. Pregnancy is a time in your life where I know many women are like, and even many women and men have even told me, like, it's okay, you're going to gain weight. And that is true. You should actually, like, literally gain weight, because your body needs to, you're carrying a human being and it's growing, it's gaining weight, and then there's stuff surrounding it. You need to get all this fat to support it once you have it, and all these other things. But what I don't want to happen is I'm gaining weight, tons of more weight than I need to be, because I'm just allowing myself to eat whatever I want. And it is the one time I think in women's life that it's a little bit more excusable, I guess. But as someone who has struggled with certain foods and it leading to weight gain, I don't want to come at the end of my pregnancy and be like, I gained this much weight, and have any belief or any thought in my mind it's because I ate this or did this or did this. And I know there's grace, and I'll be gracious with myself regardless. But I also know that I've just let myself, like, enjoy a couple things that on a normal basis I wouldn't. And that's okay. But I'm like, you know what? I want to feel good again. I want to experience what it means to eat for 30 days, eat clean, and feel energized, and reset my tummy, because my tummy is so sensitive, and then obviously it's more sensitive right now. And so I'm going to do a version of the Whole30. I might start tomorrow, actually. I'm not going to wait, but I just want you to let you know that it does not matter what's going on. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant. It doesn't matter if you're traveling. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of these events coming up. Where there is a will, there is a way. And I know that's cliche, but where there is a will, there is a way. There was never a time when I've ever done the Whole30 that there was not some significant life event happening. There was not ever a time where there wasn't traveling. but I did my best. It was not always perfect. And I'm not asking you to have a perfect Whole30. What I am asking you to do is make the will to change and make a way. And I want to walk you through that. So even if that means you're doing the basic version, and we'll talk about the types this week, which just means literally you're not eating gluten, grains, and no dairy. That's really what you're not. Or the full, which is like no grains at all, no legumes, no dairy, like all this, no sugar, all that sort of stuff. Whichever version you choose, there's like 6 of them. It is about you making the decision to do what's good for you and your body, being willing to experiment, and making a way. And getting the support you need as you make that way. Okay? And so I would love to journey with you in that. And I'm going to tell you 10 ways that the Whole30 can help you. So 1, it's going to help you customize eating and learn to experiment with what works for your body. I think many of us have a different way that food and nutrition impacts us. And so you might eat dairy on a normal basis and it'd be okay. I might eat dairy and I have an upset stomach or migraine. So by eliminating certain foods for a time and then adding them back in, you are better able to see which way of eating on a normal basis works for you. And that's when you can find your own customized diet plan to support you and your unique life and body. We all want it. And we've been trying 6 or 7 or 8. There's a new diet plan every day. But by using this framework of Whole30 and choosing to eliminate certain foods for a time and then adding them back in, you are going to be better able. And it's not going to be perfect because sometimes it takes more than 30 days. Sometimes it takes more than one Whole30, but you're going to better be able to see how does food impact me and what way should I eat on a normal basis that nourishes me, that energizes me, that makes me feel good, and is just fun because we want it to be fun as well. So that's really what's going to help you with from the nutrition side. And then the second thing is you're going to learn how to find exercises you enjoy and be more consistent. So my Whole30 program is not just about food, it's about all these areas we've been talking about. And I think food and exercise go hand in hand. Every time that I've done like a challenge where I've done a certain workout at the beginning of Whole30 and at the end, I've seen that my exercise, my ability to do it quicker, faster, better has improved because of what I ate. It's all connected. But I really want to help you figure out what are some small, simple steps. You don't want to change too much at one time. What are some small, simple steps as you're thinking about changing your food that you can also do to find exercises you enjoy so that you can do it more consistently? The third thing is Whole30 can help you. This program is going to help you manage stress and stress less, right? Like, again, stress is something we all face and we all face in varying degrees. But I forgot there's one week where we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about how you can eliminate and reduce and cope with your stress and some techniques to do so, because stress will impact your food and vice versa. And it will impact your body and vice versa. Okay. Fourth, going to help you sleep more and feel rested. Every time I've done the Whole30 towards the middle or the end, and a lot of women that have done it, you sleep better because your body's starting to function on this natural cycle where the food is giving you an energy for a certain time, but then there comes a certain time in the night, your body's like not wired by all this extra sugar or all this extra caffeine, but you're able to like feel like it's time to sleep and I'm going to sleep soundly. So the benefits of better sleep is also something you're going to experience on this program. Fifth, learn to digest food well and no longer face those tummy woes. Again, most of our digestive issues, not all, a lot of them can be found by what we're eating or not eating. So when we start to just do this kind of elimination diet and see how certain foods impact our tummy, our digestive system, our body will better be able to not just digest food, but take the nourishment it needs from it and get rid of other things it doesn't need. Because that's what your digestive system is about. Food you take in, break down, excrete what you don't need, store what you need. The sixth thing is we are going to reduce our toxic exposure and feel alert again. So the toxin in your everyday environment do impact your energy. They do impact your hormones. They do impact your exercise. They do impact your cells, your fat, all these things. And so we're just going to talk about simple ways, whether it's essential oils or some natural products, to really just reduce your toxic exposure that are in your everyday environments and figure out how to change those things one at a time. Seventh, you're going to start to believe in yourself again and your body again and health again. Again, I think many of us come to every new program feeling a little discouraged, feeling a little not hopeful. wondering if this is our chance, wondering if this is actually going to work. But I'm not going to say everything's going to change in 6 weeks, but I promise you, you're going to get tools that you haven't gotten before, because I'm going to teach you how to care for yourself for the rest of your life, not just for 6 weeks. Okay, that's the whole point of a preparation week. And then we do it for 4 weeks, and then we reintroduce after. What's next? And I'm going to have something at the end of the 6 weeks to really support you even more long term, right? So I'm always thinking about what's the next step for my people? What's the next step? And helping you figure out together what's the next step. But you're going to believe in yourself again, because we will rewrite our mindset and our belief. 8th, you're going to balance your hormones and your mood. So I talked a little bit about this in the email to some people the other day, just the idea that, in October last year, I was focusing on hormones. I got pregnant and I just had to hormonally rest. But I'm going to focus a little bit more on that in February. But many of us try to go at the avenue of balancing our hormones with by taking a pill or doing something short term, some quick fix. But I'm telling you, all the work that I've done in this hormone research, really, it's all these 7 areas we talk about that really balance your hormones. Having some real lifestyle changes there. So you will start to balance your hormones and change your mood, change your emotions, and change how you feel on this program. 9th, you'll gain your energy back. I think energy is something that's always, we all have different levels of energy that we can push at, and some people need more rest depending on your age, depending on your season of life. But when you start to take little small steps in the 7 areas we talk about in the Whole30 and the Healthy Body Challenge, you'll start to feel a little bit more energized, slowly but surely. But all of these things, I'm telling you, take time. It may take more than 6 weeks, but that's okay. Let's just jumpstart together. And then 10th, you're going to show food who is boss. And I've said this, and I'm going to share some of the testimonials from women who've done the Whole30 with me. And even this is my story, that food no longer became controlling. It no longer controlled us. We controlled food. But we did not have to give in to certain foods because it was there or because it had access to. But no, because we decided in our hearts that we are strong enough to do it. So we ordered food around, right, versus it ordering us, right? So 10 ways that the Whole30 can help you have a healthy body is: 1, it's going to help you customize your way of eating and find a plan that works for you. 2, you're going to find exercises you enjoy and be more consistent in. 3, you're going to manage your stress and stress less. 4, you're going to sleep more and feel rested. 5, you're going to digest food well and feel no more tummy blues. 6, you're going to reduce your toxic exposure and feel alert and reduce fogginess again. 7th, I get lost. Believe in yourself again and health again. And 8th, balance your hormones and mood. 9th, gain your energy back. And 10th, show food who is boss. You're the boss. You're the boss. So if any of those 10 areas, 10 things that I just talked about resonated with you, you need to you need to do this program, because I don't want you to be one of the women I talked about earlier who are just I want to change, but don't actually do what you need to do to change. It takes intentionality, it takes investment, it takes action, and it takes support. And I want to walk you through this. I feel so much joy when I get to walk women through the Whole30 program or work with women in general. But I want to walk you through the tools that you need in order to have that healthy body and reach your health goals in 2020. So the program starts January 30th with the bonus meal planning session, which is available to all those who sign up by Friday. There will be 6 weeks of the first week of February to March 15th. First week we're preparing for the Whole30 together. We're preparing our house, preparing our mind, just figuring out little things together. And then the second week we start it, but we also will start to talk a little bit more about those shifts of habits in those nutrition, exercise, stress, sleep, digestion, toxic load, mindset, habits. And then the 6th week we reintroduce. And there'll be group coaching calls, live group coaching calls on Zoom. There'll be a private Facebook group. There's weekly resources and trainings. But most of all, there's tons of things that you'll offer, and I'll offer you, and you don't have to use them all. It's really there for you. But most of all, you're going to get these 10 ways that your body will be changed. You will reach your goals or take significant steps towards them. I am confident in myself and in you and in this program. you put the work in necessary, I'm going to put it in on my side, you will experience lasting change. Okay, so the early bird price ends on Friday. It's $100 off. There's a full payment plan or two payment plans. And for the amount of support you're going to get, I've actually made this super affordable. I'm going to say that. I've done many programs that are a lot more, but I really want you to experience change. And if you sign up by Friday, you also get a group meal planning session where next Thursday, 30th, we'll get together and I'll just give you my top meal planning tips while on the Whole30, some quick tricks, things you can do on the go, things, you can do when you only have a few ingredients in your house, or even this meal planning app where you could have it literally plan your Whole30 meals for you. Okay. But that is both the discount in that meal planning session. It's only available to those who sign up by Friday. So if you have any inclination that this is something you should do, any bit of interest, and you have questions, you need to message me before Friday. You can message on this group, you can email me back, you can message in my Facebook, Messenger, whatever. Just let me know what questions you have, because I do not want money to be an issue, time to be an issue, traveling to be an issue. I can coach you through those things. There's always a way where there is a will, right? And so if you have a will to do it, we will find a way. You just need to make a decision that you're going to do whatever you can to make this year, 2020, the year where you can say, at the beginning of this year, I wanted to take care of my body and reach some of my goals. It was Wednesday. Siri, hey, maybe that is Siri. Siri just said it was Wednesday, whatever, 2020. Maybe Wednesday's maybe you look back at the end of the year on a Wednesday and say, I did this, right? Whatever it is, I really want you to look back at the end of the year and look forward and say, look forward and then look back and say, this is the year that I changed my health for good, because I made a decision that I would not give up and I would be willing to take the long, sustainable journey, and I would do whatever it takes. And I want to journey with you in that. So I'm confident I can help you, but you just need to say yes. Okay. So to check out the Whole30 and read all more about it, including testimonials, what it includes, sign up, go to madewell345.com/Whole30 made easy, Whole30 made easy, or click the link in this video or in the email, and let's get started. I want you to be in that meal planning session. I want you to be in the program. So sign up by Friday. And if you have questions, again, reach out and let me know. Here for you, I'm going to send this to my email list too, but if you're in the group throughout the week, I will be sharing some stuff to like convince you more, actually, just to share with you like what are the different types of the Whole30, how it's affected and impacted other women, and so forth. So you can just see like this does work. But also, if you're not in the Facebook group Healthy Body Secrets for Women, join us, because I think it's going to be a great place to, in general, get support, but also learn more about the Whole30 to come. Okay, that's it from me. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hope to see you in the Whole30.